about this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. As always, if you still enjoy the save, drop a like. That really does help out the channel. I thought we'd just take a quick gander at the finances to start this one. We've been in really good financial shape, really, for the last couple of years. After our first couple of seasons in the Premier League, we were kind of operating on a get a load of money, spend a load of money. We've recently not been doing that. You can see that we're, well into our transfer budget. We've got 50 million left still, and that's fine. We've still got a wage budget because it's gone down a little bit, though, because Jesperson has just signed a new deal. I was on the fence about whether to sign him up for another little bit. But honestly, the guy just seems to contribute so many goals and does a reasonable job for us at the back that I think just having him around the club could be a good influence to have. So he has signed a new deal. He's not got that much more money, but he's still on a decent amount. A new 3-year deal. Taking through to he'll be 32 then. He's 29 now. I think he's just done so well for the club over the years that he deserves it, really. And he's scored a lot of important goals, particularly on the back end of this season. So that was my main consideration. Unfortunately, Kostel refuses to sign a new deal. I tried offering the board to get him to do it. He's saying no at the moment, which is a shame because I was hoping that I could bring him on as a sub in a Champions League final or something someday. Unless we do it this season, it's very unlikely that Kostel will play in a Champions League final for us, which is a real shame, because Count Truffles is a bit of a ledge. Don't switch to 3D. One of the great things about your channel is that you're unique in the level of tactical meticulousness. You don't just rely on a spectacle and cheap thrills, you actually show a holistic picture of how to exploit FM tactics to the full. I don't think of it as exploiting, but I understand what you mean. So generally speaking, no to the 3D. I think I'd got myself into the mindset where I felt behind the times that everyone else was using 3D, but I don't think that's actually the case as much as I thought it was. So that's kind of important. I'm always looking for ways to improve the videos and improve the channel and the series, and I thought that might be a step in the right direction, but it does seem that perhaps would actually be a negative impact. So I'm happy to carry on using 2D. I'm just using 3D with the streams, and it's fun, but you're right. I think it would detract from other areas. The only time 3D is ever needed is to see what the goal looked like. As you have 3D on for goals replay, you don't really need to change anything. So yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do. Stick with 2D from now, with obviously the goals being on 3D. And I thought we'd just take a quick second to take a little gander at the situation with the wingers, because I think it's quite important to take a look, because I said last year they contributed 25 goals. I can't remember the number of appearances in total. We'll do a proper comparison at the end of the year. So far this season, you can see Itach has got himself 14, Cabral has got 8, so that's 22 right there. Who else we got? De Los Santos has got 4, so that's 26. Darren Lever's got 4, so that's 30. And TSO has none so far. So we're already past our contributions for last year, up to 30. And I think just that additional impact of Itach and obviously Cabral, I think Cabral will get into double figures for the season as well. And I think Itach will, provided he comes back fit enough, will have a decent amount for us too. Not sure on their assist contributions, but I mean, the fact is, like 8 apiece, that's a solid amount. I've got to be honest. And unfortunately, it was not a very happy one. I'm concerned, frankly, that the moment that Itach has dropped out of this team, we've just lost something. I think that approach really worked well with whatever he was doing for this squad. I still think we were okay. You can see Zarzana was excellent. But Beckett and Dubois did a decent job on the midfield. We created some opportunities, but we just couldn't get the ball off West Ham. We had some chances, and Guerra was all right, but it just wasn't enough. And a 0-0 draw against West Ham was not good enough, as Arsenal went and thumped Watford 6-1. And as a result, they are back to being 1 point behind us and really are coming for us. So it's going to be difficult. United dropped some points against bottom club Leicester, so they're looking pretty done. Liverpool's still hanging in there. I don't know. I don't like our chances without him, because Lever didn't do anything in this game, and it's a bit concerning. Very quickly, here's how the league looks. We've got 70 points, Arsenal on 69, Liverpool on 66, but they are dropping points from time to time. United haven't won at any of their last 4 matches and have seen them fall backwards. Still in no danger of being beaten by Leeds, Palace or Bournemouth. Chelsea sort of getting back to it, but not really. City really are struggling an awful lot at the moment, and Everton have pulled themselves quite comfortably away now with 3 consecutive victories under the tutelage of Cristiano Ronaldo. Would you bloody believe it? Leicester look in trouble. Forest, as we kind of expected, look in trouble, but at least they're giving it a better go than last time. Right, into today. This is big. I love that they've still got the Andorran lad. It's going to be difficult. We've beaten them before, but I'm just concerned without Itach, we could have some real problems. So, who is available? Oh, God, is Greg Campbell still... Jeez, he really does lack a little bit of that. He's a very explosive player, but he does seem to struggle. It's the away leg first, so that could give us a chance, but... just really not feeling super confident. So the bench, Keskin, Campbell, Asman, Tirso, just in case, Pinto, Piszczek, and De Los Santos. We're going to do what we do and what's proven to work for us recently. My main concern is quite simply that we may struggle without Itach because he's so important to that style of play. Hopefully we can prove him wrong, because we've been on an absolute battering run with him recently. The one game we'd lost recently was against City in the Cup, and that was with a completely rotated side. We've looked dominant against every team we've played, including City and second in the league Arsenal. My concern is that we simply won't be able to pull off that same kind of performance here with Darren Lever on the right. But maybe, just maybe, he'll show us a bit of quality. Prove to us that actually, he was justified in Southampton wanting to pay 50 million for. So two of our best free kick takers not in the team, and Dubois does really well actually to win that. Jean Carlos has broken through, and Beckhart's probably going to just shoot in the end, I imagine. He's all the way in, and a good save by Aldero. He's been there for ages, hasn't he? Good chance for us early doors here. We're doing solid defensive work, but it's all about scoring. We need to come to Italy and score a goal. Good ball, and Lever's just backed away from it oddly there, and now he's lost it. That is the last thing we needed right now. He is already letting us down. Fernandes, great tackle. Because I don't know if he's going to be back for the second leg. And Guerra! There we go. Inter 0, Notts County 1. Jose Nelson Guerra, 22nd goal of the season. He's not going to get anywhere near the heights of last year, but I think he could still get fairly close to 30, which would be quite a good result considering how poor he was for a period. Great initial save, but keeper's certainly not going to get to the rebound there. Great work. Shame there's not going to be an assist on it, but we've got our away goal. Could all still go horribly wrong from here, but at the very least, we've got something to hang on to. I'm hoping that it could be a similar story to how we've shown in recent games, where this approach just slowly but surely starts to rack up chances and shots over the course of the match and isn't rushing things. But, I don't know, against West Ham, it just never really happened. And we did have to resort to the aggressive approach. And even that really didn't generate a great deal for us either. Oh, what a ball. Peter's in. He's gone around the goalkeeper. And what a stop by Marvin Suarez. And now Jean Carlos has hurt himself. Oh, God. So both of our attacking midfielders are now out. We're in such a good position right now. Everything's just working, and now it's just, we really did seem to have found a great way of playing, and it's just injuring all the key cogs in that machine right now. Because if he's out for a long period of time, we have no one to play there because Torgerson's broken his ankle. But at the very least, we are winning 1-0 here, and a 1-0 win away from home would be a pretty strong result, I'd say. Winning away legs is a very good sign for us, but we're losing more and more players that can make a difference. Guerra's ball. But, oh, and even Jespersen's missing those. Well, I mean, he makes the tackle, and yet it just falls straight back to him anyway. What a save. We're riding our luck. We shouldn't be riding our luck away at Inter. It just, that's not the start. Look at this. This is just, it's what happens when you lose such an important player. It's like it's decimated the squad. And it makes me wonder what he was doing that was enabling us to actually be so good with him in the team. Dubois does brilliantly. Asman, De Los Santos, and there's another stop. Okay, we looked a bit better now. But I just really didn't want to go too aggressive because they were getting in behind us, even with a slightly deeper line. They've moved to a slightly different setup now, and we're going to be able to go through the middle against them quite comfortably because they've got a huge gap. Just see out the final few minutes of this match. A 1-0 win in Italy is still a good result, gives us a lot to work on, but a lot of chances to work on it. And oh well, lovely football. And Becker, oh my god, what a chance again. We have actually had the chances to win this properly towards the end, and we've muffed it up. Oh god, no, they're going to get drawn to the wrong players. He's going to go through and score. Great save from Suarez. Had to be done there. We've made this a lot harder than it needed to be, but we do look like we're actually going to get the victory on the night, which is still a good result. To get an away goal and a lead from the away leg here in a quarter-final is still exactly what we need. Again, he's being drawn to the wrong player. Jespersen gets away with it, and that should surely see us out here in Italy. Please hoping that Jean Carlos isn't too seriously injured. That's the key thing. He has to be available, because I actually don't know who would play there if he's not available. Why are we still playing, by the way? Like, genuinely. There's been no injuries in injury time. There we go. Inter 0, Notts County 1. That's a good result. Like, we can't deny that. We rode our luck at times, but did create some good chances towards the end, and maybe could have even had a second, but that injury does concern me. Let's go check that. Bruised ankle, 1 to 2 days. Is that really why he had to come off in the middle of a game? It's for a one-day injury. All right, that's fine. Right, got Brighton game off camera. Be back in a sec for the second leg. Right, we're back. We beat Brighton 3-0. This was, I think, one of those games that could have easily been a draw. We had more chances than them overall, but they were not good quality. We just scored some great goals. Darren Lever got the ball, cut inside and bent one in the top corner after 12 minutes. We then got very, very fortunate as the defender cleared the ball against Jean Carlos in a bit of a melee, and that made us go 2-0 up from one shot on target, and then we won a penalty just before half-time, which Lever did win in fairness, and Guerra was able to dispatch. But we still look a little bit funky without my man iTouch. But what I would say is, at the very least, we haven't conceded in any of the 3 games without iTouch. So defensively, we're still looking pretty strong, which is nice. It's just, we're just lacking a little bit going forward at the moment. I think he's available today, though. He's resumed full training yesterday with 91% match fitness. So I think today it should be up to about 94, which means I think he should be able to start, thank God, because today it's all on the line. Real Madrid beat Juventus pretty comfortably. I think 6-3 on aggregate. So if we do get through, we'll play Real Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League. A massively difficult one because, let's face it, like, we don't have the best record against Spanish sides. Although that win against Atleti certainly did the trick for us. But against Real Madrid, I don't know. We need to break that duck. So Jespersen might not be able to play because he picked up a bruised ankle in training yesterday, which is a bit of a concern. Actually, yeah, it was 6-2, yeah. So let's just see. Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to start this. I think we might have to go with Pinto, but at least iTouch is back. His, yeah, we're definitely going to need Lever, but at least he doesn't have to start. And I don't think Lever's bad. I just think that iTouch is much, much better. And he's only going to get better than he is right now. He's been in a constant upward trajectory for the entire season. No real dips to it. And you can see Garrett is flying right now. There's very few players that are on a downward path currently, which is very, very nice to see. And you can see Jespersen as well. He's really stepped it up lately too. But unfortunately, he's probably just not going to be good enough today. So the bench will be Keskin, Fernandez, Lever, who is still wanted. Ooh, bloody hell. By... Wow, he's wanted by some big sides now. Even Man United and Arsenal are interested in him. So... summer could be interesting. It appears as though Inter are going to play the exact same style of play, which admittedly we didn't look great against them last time. And maybe it wasn't because of the lack of iTouch. Maybe that's just this type of system. But I think the plan is as simple. Go out there, be sensible at the back. We've not conceded in 3 games. That's good. Let's try and make it 4. Because if we make it 4, then we're guaranteed a place. And it would certainly, for me, massively make up for the sort of disappointing Champions League performance last season. For us to reach the semi-finals again. Real Madrid is going to be crazy difficult. I think our real chance, genuinely, to win the Champions League was that first season. Because Dortmund, I don't think were that good, despite them going all the way through. They did win it in the end, though, didn't they? So, I don't know. I thought we were a bit unlucky against Dortmund over 2 legs. And oh, good God. I just felt like we had a chance in that one. That first attempt at the Champions League, iTouch's ball, and it's a straight away. And it's... oh, God. Inter will probably need to score 2 goals. Really. No matter what happens, which is why us scoring... doesn't really change. Oh, Beckhart's in. He's not got many goals this year. He's into a good position. That's another big save from the Inter keeper. We're looking... just a little bit better again. Guerra whips it in. And it's put in the back of the net by Luciano Pinto. There we go. Guerra with the assist. Pinto with the goal. We're 2-0 up. Now, it doesn't really change a great deal. I feel like Inter would probably need to go for 2 goals anyway. Because the likelihood of us scoring was fairly high. So, it's a good thing to have. In fact, the fact that he's able to take that with his foot is crazy. But we've got the lead. Very important. Nice little ball to the back post. And, oh, very bad. Cabral could do wonders from here. Whips it across. iTouch! Saved by Aldero. We seem to create more chances with iTouch in the team. For whatever reason, Celso... oh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Oh, wait. Oh, God. I hate the fact the Champions League, you get all this extra nonsense. Yeah, there we go. Chance for Jose Lelson Guerra to, right before half-time, give us an enormous 1 foot into the semi-final. Come on, Jose. You can do it, buddy. He's so good from pens recently. He's taking his time over it, though. Steps it up, smashes it down to the bottom corner. Notts County 2, Inter Milan 0. 24 for the season for Guerra. And we've just put them to bed, hopefully, right before half-time. We just look better with iTouch in the team. Chances-wise, something just seems to click with us. I don't know what it is. We just need to keep the key players fit for the rest of the season. And I think we're going to have a real shot at winning it this year. Something seems to have clicked in us. Oh, God. No. Oh, big save. And even without my man Jespersen, or Cabral's going to just rinse this guy. Guerra's through. Oh, and a big save again from Aldero. This is great. The chance creation is phenomenal. If we score a 4th goal, I'm going to get Campbell off just to make sure that he's fit. Because I can't afford to get an injury to him. Oh, well played inside. And then, what a strike. It's doing that thing again where we just sort of systematically play better. And Pinto scored again. It's 3-0 on the night. Luciano Pinto has scored a brace. That's certainly the first. And remember, he wasn't even supposed to start this game. And he's come in and scored the 2 goals that really will make a huge difference. Guerra with another delicious ball. Pinto's not even that good in the air. He's only like 6 foot compared to some of the other lads. But what a brilliant header. Come on. Add a 4th goal to really compound the misery. Here it is in the back of the net. That's offside. Don't know who is offside, but someone. I think it's Remy Dubois. I mean, in the end, this has just turned into a pretty classic performance based on the way this season's gone. It's nice to have Lever on the pitch, though. He might be like, whoa, drills one just wide. Just to limit the amount of injuries we're getting to the key players. Get into the next round, where we'll play against Real Madrid. Hopefully come into that with a full-strength squad. We're still fighting in the league front as well. And I'm... oh, no. The Andorran... first ever Andorran to score against me in one of my saves. I probably imagine Fabio Bernabé at the back post. Gets one back for Inter. But unless they're going to score 3 more in the next 2 minutes. Pinto, no! He's made a couple of really high-profile errors at the back here. No, surely not. Oh, big chance for Inter to make it 3-2 at the end. Good lord. They just lost a bit of concentration right at the end. Didn't really matter a great deal, but it would have been nice to keep that clean sheet and have the game be a more fairer reflection of the overall actual quality on the night. But there you go. We'll take it. Good tackle on Dubois, though, as we're about to sail through. 4-1 on aggregate in a quarter-final. Not only are we going through rounds, but we've had a 7-0 on aggregate and a 4-1. That we're beating teams and we're beating them well. You know, we've won every single match in the knockout stages so far and conceded 1 goal, which is a very, very good sign. Great performance from Pinto. Lovely penalty in there as well from Guerra. Brilliant stuff. I love that. We'll play them in the Champions League draw. I feel like we'll probably play them in the semi-final too, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, Barcelona or Liverpool in the final. Can you imagine playing Liverpool in the final? I just have a horrible feeling about that one, particularly if Mendy's back. So, and it's a shame because it means we're not going to be able to do the Nottingham Forest game as a live com, which is, I would have tried to find a way to do that, but obviously it's going to have to be the 2 Real Madrid games in the next one. So, looking at the way our league season finishes, Leeds away is difficult. Nottingham Forest at home should be straightforward. Palace away is not going to be easy either. Spurs at home should be relatively straightforward, and Watford away. The really big ones are Palace and Leeds away from home. Those are tough old games. And I'm concerned that we're not going to win this league because Arsenal do look very, very good. But now that we've got iTouch back, maybe we can just make a crack at it. Try to win it all. Let's go and just win out for the rest of the season. Go and win that Champions League, win a league title, and have iTouch be a major key in that mechanism that's allowed us to become a lot better than we were before. Quite frankly, he's been phenomenal. So that will about do it for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have, 2 wins against Inter in this episode, with a Brighton one in between. Decent defensive record really starting to come to the forefront now. That's awesome. Drop a like on the video, that'd be tremendous. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Go follow over on Twitch. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11:30 in the morning. And hold your gun, Capybara. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.